Well, I need to get over there and mow again. It's growing like freaking crazy. We're very spoiled though. It's yet another beautifully clear day. It's a little cooler today. When I woke up, I actually wore jeans to class this morning as it was only 58 degrees maybe. It is now 65. People are mowing. We got a guy over here spread mulch. I actually really like this time of year, but it's also hit and miss totally weather-wise. It can rain for a solid week and then everything's mud. I don't know, there's good and bad springs, and so far this past week, hell, it's been a great one, although 8 of the next 10 days show rain now. And I don't mind a little bit here and there, but if it's going to rain for 8 straight days, that's going to be a problem. Class was incredibly boring today. I essentially just sat there. I came back, I just got something to eat and worked through the emails today. I'm gonna go to Lyric Motorsport now, see what's going on with the motor. Hopefully the build's underway, and maybe they've run into their first stoppage of needing to overnight a part. So we'll find out here in 15 minutes. I printed out that document I made. I remember I did a vlog that was a screencast of the Excel spreadsheet that had all the production and factory statistics for the E39 M5. Tom was asking, he wants an Imola, a 2003 Imola car with an Imola interior. And he wanted to know, is that a common color? Is it not a common color? So I just printed all that out. I'm gonna bring it into him. It'd be super cool if he got one. He drives a E60 545i right now. I don't know if it's a manual or not, or if it's a sport package. I would assume both of those statements to be true, but I don't know. I think it's black, unsurprisingly. But the fact that it's a 45 and not a 50 means it's a, is that just pre-LCI, which was like 2007 or 8 model year maybe, so it's a 4, 5, 6 probably. But I got that over there, we got the camera, and I'm gonna probably end up getting gas because I've got to go back to Kent tonight for the night class. And I'm just below a quarter tank now. I haven't put gas in this in quite a while, so that's good. In other news, I moved this car out of the garage yesterday to have Kenan put the 25i in, and I noticed a bunch of drops of coolant on the floor. So actually good news that it isn't just vanishing, being burnt somewhere. Like I said, it's pretty much not the head gasket because the oil dipstick's clean, there's no froth on that, there's no indication of water and oil in any capacity. So if it's leaking somewhere, you know, this car's got a belly pan on it, so a lot of it will stay in there until that builds up enough in the under tray pan that it then starts to overflow and then drip out of that. And then when you drive and take corners, it's running out when I'm driving. You know, that's probably why I haven't seen it on the ground. It builds up overnight, a couple drops. I go out, drive it, it all falls out on the roads. I bring it back, and then there's not more than like a drop or two residual. So I kind of hope it's the expansion tank. That wouldn't be bad to do and would be another selling point. Refreshed cooling system in some capacity. I don't really want it to be the radiator because that's a much more involving job, and I would also want to do the expansion tank. If I'm going to go through the pain to take it out, I don't want to put one that I have no idea how old it is back in. Parts aren't crazy expensive. I would likely do the hoses, and I'm sure there's a temp sensor or two up there. But I mean, when you start talking about doing all the hoses, the radiator, the expansion tank, the clips, the sensors, now you've got a couple $100 in parts. Good news is I certainly won't be paying labor on any of this. I also have an electronic fan, not a fan clutch, a mechanical fan clutch, so I don't know how that works. Probably have to pull the airbox. This house is up on stilts right now. What's up with that? Probably have to pull the intake apart, and then the fan's probably held in with a couple rivets and a plug or two. And I've done a radiator 540, so it won't be too bad. Although if it's only like this and I'm putting a cup in it every 2 weeks, it's not really a problem, but the system is compromised. If it's leaking, it's now an open system, you get dirt in there, and now you're compromising the quality of the fluids that are going through your engine. This is a secondary car with 227,375 miles on it, but it is still a car I expect to be reliable for the foreseeable future. And, pet peeve, why is this person not, oh, maybe they hear me. Come on, old lady, pull your rig up here, pull your Subaru up. You could fit another smart car up there in front of you. Oh, I am freezing. I have been freezing for the last 2 hours sitting in that damn class. My back and shoulders are all tensed up. It's pathetic. I don't know why. I was wearing shorts and a polo all day, plenty warm. It was 68 degrees today. It's now 58. That's not bad, but I'm just frigid. So I don't even put the heat on 91, and that's annoying that it goes to 91 and not 90 as its highest position. And that tells you how cold I am that I actually put it on 91, because my OCD is pretty bad in that respect. But anyways, let's do a day recap in the car. I get tired of walking around my damn kitchen. I am now taking the heat off of 91. So I got up early today, like 9 o'clock early. I don't know why. The last 2 days I've just woken up an hour or two before I usually do. And the day feels longer, but I get to 7 o'clock and I'm just dead, especially when I do as much as I did today. So I got up, I came into class this morning, good times. I already talked to you about that. I went home, I mowed next door. I wanted to get that done. I only took off 2 hopperfuls of grass. It wasn't too bad. That's the shittiest yard that I mow. It's totally packed with leaves. They're all in the turf. They don't do any leaf cleanup. I don't have the time to do it. And I've made that clear to them, and they have made no further attempts of hiring it out or doing it themselves. So they let them all just blow up on the landscaping, and they're like 2 feet deep against the foundation. It's ghetto. Love my neighbors. No, actually, they're not bad neighbors at all. So did the yard, went inside. Dinner was like a bagel. That was the extent of dinner. I did go to Lyric Motorsport. I have a clip of that I'll put in here. So as you can see, we're in really good shape. The heads are on the engine, timing cover, the main timing cover, lower timing cover is on. The one Vanos cover's done. He was still working on it when I left. He came in super early in the morning and started working on it and just kept going. So lots done. 2 parts he's run into so far that had to be ordered. One of them, it's this proprietary BMW tool. It's pretty much a socket and a torque wrench for these 10mm bolts that are behind something else that have to be a very specific torque. And Bill is going crazy with torque specs. Every single bolt pattern is exactly done. I mean, this is a spec build. It is so good to see that he is just as anal about following specs on something that important as I'd like to think that I would be. So that's really great news. But the 2 parts that he's waiting to get, they both went through customs at the same time. He got the socket, but not the torque wrench for this proprietary thing. And it's cool because BMW only made a couple of these tools proprietarily for the S62, and they have build dates on them and part numbers on them. And it's like super authentic German looking. They're very limited production. So the one got lost. We don't know where the wrench went. Got the socket, no wrench. So he has direct ordered one from BMW headquarters in Germany, and it is supposed to deliver on Thursday. So we get that Thursday. So that really kind of means the Vanos and the intake can't go on, and the fuel, I don't know about the fuel system. I'm not sure about that, but it's on its way. And then the other part is just an O-ring. actually 2 O-rings for something that conjoins the Vanos in the heads themselves to the oil for the Vanos units. There's an O-ring on each side of that, at the head side and the Vanos unit side. So those are going to be in tomorrow. He's not worried about that at all. Otherwise, you know, engine will be done Friday. They're looking to start on tearing the old one out Friday, finish that Saturday. So I'll probably be in there most every day this week, checking things out, filming some clips. So it's all good news so far.